we going?
Hi, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. So tell me what brings you in today.
Well, I've just been angry lately. It's just been a lot of problems going on in my life, but my main problem is with Verizon.
What's going on with Verizon?
A lot. I don't know where to start, but I'll just start somewhere. First off, I'm with a 2-year contract plan with Verizon, and I got an iPhone 7. Well, my iPhone 7, it was working completely fine. Nothing was wrong with my phone. Haven't dropped it that many times. Had a nice case on it or whatnot. Haven't dropped it that many times. No water damage, anything. All of a sudden, because I'm a very busy person, so I need my phone. But all of a sudden, I'm out and about, and it just says searching. And I'm like, okay, well, of course, I'm going to have to go in and probably get the antenna fixed. So I go into Verizon, and I tell them, my concern with my phone. He's telling me that there's nothing that they can do for me. And I'm like, he said all that they can really do is just, do an early upgrade. But, it's nothing that they can do for my phone. There's no way that they can fix it. Come to find out, that was a lie.
Oh, goodness.
So, it's just a lot going on.
So, your phone that you've been taking pretty good care of and, have a nice case on everything to give you the extra protection, it just stops working.
Right.
And when you go to check it out at the store, they tell you they can't do anything about it, and you just have to upgrade.
Right. Okay, so we get to the upgrade process. I agree to the upgrade. I was like, okay, well, I'm okay with the X. If he can do an early trade-in from what he's saying, then that's fine. I've told him I'm in a 2-year contract, and I'm still paying on this phone. And so I told him, I clarified it with him. I told him I don't want 2 phone bills. I'm not really, familiar with the early upgrade. So, I just was really just trying to ask him questions, but he really didn't seem like he knew everything that he was supposed to know. So, I was just trying to get as much information as I could from him, but he ended up telling me that he ended up going through the upgrade process. He asked me if I wanted insurance on my phone. Told him no. He ended up putting insurance on my phone. Not only that, as we get to finishing up the process, he tells me that I cannot trade this phone in because I'm already paying on it. And I'm like, well, I told you that.
So you went through this whole process even though you told him you're still paying on the phone, you don't want 2 phone bills, don't want insurance, and he's trying to do all this and then tells you after the fact, oh, we can't do it.
Right. Which is crazy to me. Okay, he tells me that they can't do it. Then he tries to get me, because my mom let me use her phone up until, because she has 2 phones. She has a phone where, in case of emergencies, like somebody in the family can use. So I'm using that phone right now. And he's trying to get me to sell that phone. Trade in that phone so I can get a new phone so I can have 2 phone bills.
Oh, goodness.
So I end up calling customer service Verizon, and I end up speaking with the customer service on the phone, and I was telling them, what was going on. And he told me that he could get my phone fixed, but I would have to get it into an Apple store, which would be in Shreveport. There's no Apple store in Shreveport, which is like the only thing close enough to an Apple store that I could take it back to was like MaxCentric. Okay. So I took it to MaxCentric. They sent my phone off. Then they come back with some more bad news. They're telling me that I had to pay $300 to get additional repairs fixed on my phone because they said it was more problems wrong with it. And I'm like, okay, well, if it was more problems wrong with it, it didn't cause my phone to mess up. What caused my phone to mess up was an antenna issue. So why can't y'all just fix that? So I literally stay on the phone with Verizon probably an hour, going from representative to representative till they get me on the phone with the right person. And he told me that he was going to, set up a credit so they can waive the $300 or how much ever fee it was, and that they can get my phone fixed. So I'm going through that process. Well, MaxCentric called me before I spoke to this representative, and they told me, hey, my phone's back, and my phone's back. I can come pick it up. They told me my phone's back and that they weren't able to, did I want to get it sent back in to me or whatnot, or I was going to pay $350. And I told him, yeah, just send it back. So by the time that he could get to the problem, the phone was already being mailed back to Shreveport. So I had to wait an additional 7 business days for it to, get to MaxCentric. And then on top of that, I had to send it back so it can get fixed at the Apple store.
So you started having problems with the phone that shouldn't have had problems with. You lost service. And going into the store, they tell you there's nothing they can do about it, so they try to upgrade you. And even though you told them you're still paying on it and everything, they go through the process and then say, we can't upgrade because you're paying. You call customer service. They explain to you that you can probably fix it going through an Apple store. So you go to the store, the Mac store. They send it off and still can't fix it.
Right. Crazy, huh?
So you've been waiting over a week.
Longer than a week. Longer than a week, and I still. Matter of fact, I'm supposed to pick up my phone today, but we're gonna get to that. But yeah, I've been waiting like maybe a month. I've been dealing with this problem for like a long time.
Oh my
Like
goodness.
a month. So that's not even the end of it. So they go in, they say they're gonna repair it. I talked to the person that has my case because he promised me that he was gonna, credit it. So he's been keeping contact with me and keeping his word. Thing about it is that he only works Mondays and Fridays. And, if you call, he most likely won't answer. He'll return your phone call back. But, I mean, if he can't get to you that day, then you have to wait all the way to the end of the week until he can, call you back, or because he doesn't work Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. So I had to wait a little bit longer to get in contact with him. My phone was just sort of kind of sitting at the store waiting on, I needed to know what to do next. So he called me back, and he called them. He told them to send it off. So get a phone call from Eccentric, tell me I can pick up my phone, and I get my phone. As I'm, setting it up, it looked like it was a brand new phone because they said they had to replace it. It didn't come in a box or anything. They just had like an Apple phone. It just was an Apple phone, same model. So I'm pretty sure that it's eventually gonna mess up too. I mean,
was it probably like a refurbished phone? Or?
Probably so, refurbished phone. Yeah, they just told me that it was a replacement. So so I come try to set up my phone. As I'm setting up my phone just automatically goes to the Apple screen. Like as I'm, trying to do my setup, and it does that. It's like it's about to shut off, but it doesn't go off. It just goes to the Apple screen. I'm like, okay, I don't want this phone. There's more problems that I didn't even have with my other phone. Right. Like I never seen this happen. Then on top of that, I get to the store. I take it to the lady. She told me the Wi-Fi don't work. I can't even connect to the Wi-Fi. So, gotta send my phone back in again.
So they send you a phone to replace your phone that has more problems.
Right. Tell you about Apple.
I can relate to how frustrating that must be. I've had problems with the phone company. Not quite that severe, but I can definitely relate and see where you're coming from on your frustration with them.
So I sent it off, so they told me it was going to be ready by Tuesday. Well, today is, Thursday. They just called me today, so I was supposed to be picking it up. Which I'm most likely just pick it up tomorrow. But hopefully, it works, and hopefully it doesn't. Not only did that happen, I called Verizon. They said my bill was $160. Why is my bill $160? When I left the store, I did buy a tablet because they had a deal on a tablet where you can pay $1 in the store, you just have to pay $10 a month, and it would be a wireless tablet. So I thought that would be very beneficial for school and work. So I made that investment, and that's all they told me. So I'm thinking, okay, my bill, because my bill is like around, I want to say $85. So it should, still be under $100. So they said $160, right? And I'm like, these people telling me I have a new phone that I have to turn back in. I'm like,
so the phone that they sent you that doesn't work is what they're trying to charge you for?
No.
Or
the upgrade process.
So the iPhone X is what they're trying to charge you for?
They thought I had an iPhone X.
Oh my goodness. So they were supposed to cancel it at the store because they couldn't upgrade you.
Right.
Because you were still paying on it.
Right.
But the bill is saying you upgraded.
And not only did he tell me he was going to waive the fee of my tablet, because you have to pay an activation fee, I guess, of $40.
Okay.
And they told me that they could waive the activation fee, and come to find out, he didn't waive it. I guess because, he didn't explain to me, okay, if I don't do the upgrade, then I'm not going to waive your fee. I feel like that should have been communicated, because then I probably wouldn't have even, made the purchase at the time. Yeah. So it's just like, I just feel like it was a lot of confusion, it was a lot of back and forthness, and it's just like, I just really don't, it just made me really frustrated, and I just haven't been frustrated like that in a minute. But they just sort of kind of brought all different types of anger out of me because it's just like I don't understand how y'all can treat y'all customers like this. Like, how can y'all hire people that don't know their job or know what they're doing? Like,
I can
imagine, go through
training. I can imagine that being frustrating because it's been one thing after another. It wasn't just having problems with your phone. It's been every time they try to resolve the problem,
it's worse.
It's just making it worse.
Like, who does it? Verizon.
So the phone you're supposed to pick up tomorrow, is that your original phone or is the replacement phone?
The replacement. So
where is your original phone at the moment?
I don't know.
Sit off somewhere.
Because I wanted to get my pictures off the phone. I don't know where my phone is. That's another story right there. I don't know where my phone is. It just magically disappeared. It's in Apple's hand. I don't know. But it's just been a crazy situation. And so I called there and I have to tell the lady, explain the situation to the lady, and I'm on the phone with customer service for like a good hour, which is another frustrating thing. Lady's telling me, okay, well, the $40 on your bill is coming from the activation fee on the iPad. It was like, wait, he told me he was going to waive that. So, yeah, a lot of y'all customers, that's practically what y'all do. Because, I mean, one person telling me one thing, and it's like, yeah, I have this on my bill, and it's like, I'm telling you what's going on. I mean, I'm a very honest person. I don't know how many customers call up there, make up stories, but I mean, I'm legitimately trying to be honest and let you know, like, what's going on. This is what the man told me. This is what did happen. So, I mean, somebody needs to be responsible, but y'all think I'm finna pay $40? I'm not. And I made that clear. So, I asked the lady, because she keeps on saying the same thing, because she said all they can do is take off $17.
What is the $17? Where did that magic number come from?
Right. She said that's all that they can take off. And I was like, all they can take off is $17. That's crazy to me because it's like, y'all really, I'm not going to pay this on something that was, told to me. Because I made it clear. Like, I'm a very thorough person. So it's just like, I had a clear understanding of what was going on. It's not like, he said he was going to waive the fee. I should have recorded him. I know next time I record him. Or record anybody when I'm dealing with phones. But it was just crazy. So I had to talk. She got her manager on the phone, I guess, first time. She didn't want to do anything about it. So I asked her I don't want to talk to your manager. I don't want to talk to you no more. I need to talk to your manager. So she put her on the phone. She didn't put her on the phone at all. But she told her, that she can waive. I mean, she took off the $40 credit. Okay. I was like, okay, so why do I have to go through all this just to be treated like a decent customer?
That's a lot. They did put you through a lot of hoops, and I can definitely imagine how frustrated you must be with all this. And you still haven't picked up your replacement phone yet to see if
it even works. Right. And I'm nervous because, I mean, it might work originally, but then I might, if it's a refurbished phone, then I might encounter more issues later on. And it's just like, they told me actually that my phone, I can't even trade in my phone for an upgrade, the original one I had, because of the defect where it wouldn't connect to the cell tower. I'm like, okay, so I've been paying on my bill faithfully. I pay my bill on time. I'm also a college student, so, limited money. So it's just like, I pay on my bill, been paying on it for 2 years consistently, pay my bills on time, never had a problem, faithful customer. I mean, so it's just like, why are y'all giving me a hard time? I can see if, like, I didn't pay my bills late, or, just was all over the place. But it's just like, my history with Verizon is good, and it's just like, it was just throwing me it was just throwing me off because it was just so much going on, and it's like, y'all telling me that I can't get an upgrade when I should be eligible for an upgrade within, it should be, I want to say May of 2019, I should be eligible for an upgrade. But you're telling me because Apple made a mistake, I can't get an upgrade on my phone?
Yeah, so it feels like you're being punished for Apple's mistake, and Verizon being the middleman is just pushing the blame on you.
Yeah.
Instead of actually trying to fix the problem with a product that they originally sold you.
Right. And so, the phone that they're giving me, I believe that I'll be able to upgrade that because unless, the same thing happens to it before May. Hopefully not. Because, I had that phone for like almost 2 years and then before it started doing that. So hopefully I won't run into any problems with trying to upgrade it like I did this time. But, it was an iPhone X on my plan. He put insurance on it. I told him no. I told him I didn't want insurance. I never had insurance on none of my phones.
Right.
And that's just something that I just preferably chose to do, even though I know it, can be beneficial, which it was beneficial in my case now. But Like, I mean, the insurance is still on my thing, on my line. I told them to take it off. They did. So I'm still paying. I didn't know how much I was paying on insurance, but, I mean, they clarified it yesterday because I had to get on the phone with them. So somebody actually stole my iPad and they broke it.
Oh my goodness.
So luckily, I had insurance.
Okay.
Because, I mean, when the last time I talked to her, I told her to take it off. Luckily, she did take it off. It worked out in my favor. Because now I'm able to get my iPad replaced and I won't have to, worry about that stress. But it's just like the process with them is just, just overwhelming. It's crazy.
Yeah, so, have you spoken with the store on picking up your phone tomorrow to see if they have any specific issues?
Yeah, I told him to check, to make sure that the phone is working right. He said I can really just, check the Wi-Fi. Then that's when he started laughing. And I was like, why are you laughing? Like, don't laugh right now. I'm not playing with y'all. Like, y'all done gave me too many problems. Not Mac-centric, but still. Y'all the middleman, so y'all gonna be targeted too. So, and he was like, he checked the Wi-Fi. He said the Wi-Fi is good and it's working and stuff like that. And the lady insured me last time. She said if it's a problem with the phone, the Apple will fix it. She guaranteed me that. So hopefully I don't run into any issues. But, I mean, who knows? Because, I mean, last time they said they were going to fix it, came back. They want more money from me to fix a problem that's your mistake. But you're trying to say other stuff is wrong with my phone. Like what? Because, I mean,
So they just said that there were things wrong with your phone, but they didn't
wouldn't tell me specifically.
Yeah, that does seem a little suspicious, and I'd definitely be
frustrated. They won't tell me what exactly is wrong with it. They wouldn't tell me. They was just like, well, we can't fix your phone. Because, I mean, I was talking to Mac-centric. I didn't specifically talk to Apple unless I was talking to the person who had my case, who said he was going to give me, the credit on the phone. But other than that, he's the only person I was talking to from Apple. But, I mean, he couldn't even tell me what was wrong with my phone. He just said he'll handle it. Because, I mean, I was just frustrated. I'm like, these people really expect me to pay $350 just to get my phone fixed? Like, after this man told me that they could replace my phone for free? So,
yeah, it almost seems like it's...
He didn't say, like, there's no other problems with my phone. I didn't have any problems with it shutting off, starting, restarting, like, that phone was doing. I could connect to the Wi-Fi easily. My phone wouldn't freeze up or anything. The phone was in great condition.
Yeah, it was just that it wasn't connected to the cell towers.
Yeah, that's the only problems that I really encountered out the phone. I wasn't having problems. They was like, well, does the phone power on and off? Yes. Like, should it not?
Yeah.
Like, why would I say it's an antenna problem in the phone? Like, they were just...
I don't even have a clue as how a customer would be able to mess up their phone in a way where it only does not connect to a cell tower. That seems like...
far-fetched.
That seems like someone else's issue or the company's issue.
Apple just trying to get a quick buck. That's all it is. They be trying to...
Or maybe Verizon.
Yeah. Verizon. Both of them. They both con artists. In partnership with each other. So, they ain't gonna con me, though.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I hope all of this works out for you and works in your favor and doesn't give you any more stress or any kind of overwhelming emotions.
Well, I gotta wait for my iPad to come in. Because they're out of stock of the iPad. So they have to wait 7 business days and then they're gonna call me back and it's $19, with the insurance on my plan, $19 to get that repaired. Or, me get sent another one. And I agreed to that, that's cool. And hopefully that goes well. I mean, for some reason it seems like Verizon keeps on trying to call me and the call keeps getting dropped. Because they always come from a 1-800 number and I feel like it's been my caseworker. He's been trying to get in contact with me, and I can't get in contact with him because the phone keeps on dropping, and I don't know why. But he told me that the phone was doing that. One time when I spoke to him like a week or 2 ago, he told me that every time he would try to reach out to me, the phone would be get disconnected somehow. And I'm thinking that that's what it is. So I've been really trying to talk to him to see if, he can help navigate things, make sure everything is fine on the phone.
It seems like your caseworker has been a little more helpful than everybody else you dealt with.
Yes, because the man at Verizon lied to me. He told me that they would be able to fix my phone. I mean, he told me that they can't do anything to my phone, which was a lie. Like, I mean, even if I feel like you shouldn't tell anybody, even if you aren't sure, you shouldn't, give them a guaranteed answer. you shouldn't say, okay, we're not going to be able to do anything. Because when I called customer service Verizon, they said that I can do something. They gave me another option. I understand you're a salesperson. You're trying to, get a quick buck or, But at the same time, I feel like you shouldn't lie to customers in the process. Like, if you can't be completely honest, like, I'd rather not do business with them at all. Because it's like, you got this dude lying to me, so I guess, he can get paid. And I'm thinking, I'm under a certain impression. And then Verizon telling me, okay, well, this is what we can do. You giving me my alternatives, but it's like, I got to do all this ruckus and all this fuss to even get told that I have an alternative.
Do you think that if he would have come back, maybe at the end of like the sale or potential sale, and was like, hey, I was misinformed or I gave you the wrong information, and then corrected himself, do you think you would have been less agitated with him?
Yes. I mean, I understand, like, everybody makes mistakes. Right. I mean, human people are, human. We're all faulty. So, I mean, I understand that. And, I mean, I wouldn't consider myself a very difficult person, especially, like, I'm an understanding person. It's just that I was understanding throughout the whole process, and it's just like, you're not even giving me my options. Yeah. And it's just like, you want me to be so quick to upgrade, and it's like, you're not even taking the upgrade off. You're not doing your job right. And then I'm left to fix all your problems that you made. So I feel like even if he did apologize, if he didn't go back and fix the problems like he did this time, if he didn't go back and make an effort to do that, I feel like I still would have been frustrated because I still had to go through so much more stuff to, get this credit off my account or whatnot, because I wasn't paying the $40 activation fee. I was not. They was going to lose a customer. I should have told them I was going to switch to Sprint. That's what get them.
I think that gets all phone companies just threatening to leave.
Yeah, so that's what I should have told them. But, I mean, it's just crazy. It was just crazy, and it's just like I've been dealing with this problem for, like, over a month, and it's like I lost a lot of my contacts. I don't really have any of my pictures, and it's just like, phone, like I told her before, just magically disappeared. Don't know where it is. Apple is in Apple's hands now, but, I mean, they're just very difficult.
I can imagine your frustration with everything, so just kind of recap everything that we've talked about. You started having problems with your phone. You went to the store to get that taken care of, and that ended up being another mess.
Right, a whole nother mess. A whole nother mess.
Got the runaround. Got charged for things that you didn't even buy. Customer service was a hassle to deal with. And your refurbished phone that they sent you doesn't even work either. So you've been without a phone for almost a month.
Right.
And
my mom, she's letting me use her phone and stuff like that, but I still, have clients and stuff like that I need to be able to reach and contact. And I just had, like, a lot of information on that phone, and it's just like, I mean, all y'all told me is that y'all was going to send it off, and I thought I was going to get it back. Y'all didn't tell me that y'all were going to replace the phone if they can't fix it. Y'all didn't tell me any of that. So I wasn't even aware that I was going to get a new phone. I just thought y'all were going to fix my original phone. So knowing that I can't even get my original phone back, I don't even have the option to get my stuff off of it, and y'all didn't even give me that option. Like, that's another thing that bothers me as well.
Yeah, 'cause I'm sure if you would have known that you weren't getting that phone back, you
would have took the,
the contacts, pulled your pictures. So it sounds like, I mean, I understand the contacts being very important, especially for your job. So that's not something you mentally carry around anymore, and I'm sure your pictures had a lot of significance as well.
Especially because I had the phone for 2 years and stuff like that. So I just had a lot of memories in it from college and my undergrad experience and stuff like that. Just stuff that I wanted to keep. And, I mean, I feel like I didn't even have that option to even keep it. I mean, because, y'all just do what y'all want to do. And just, I guess, whatever y'all do, everybody's supposed to be cool with it. Who cares about their customers? Not Apple, not Verizon.
It's really unfortunate that sometimes that's the case with at least some people within the corporation, and it definitely comes across that way.
Right. So it's just like, I'm just trying to find a way that I can sort of kind of get out of, I guess I can't really just get out of the contact because I just contract with them because I just added another line for the iPad.
Are you in, how long is your contract for the iPad?
2 years.
2 years. So even though your contract with your phone's about to be up in May, this upcoming year, you're still locked in with
Situation that did, but.
Or are you going to consider at least switching your maybe the phone company when it comes up and just having the iPad through Verizon, or is it not worth it?
That could be a potential idea. The reason why I did have AT&T at first, but the reason why I did switch to Verizon is because when I was in Natchitoches, AT&T wouldn't do well with the dorms on campus in Natchitoches, so it's just like I couldn't even use my phone in my room, so I have to leave out my room. It's so inconvenient, So, and if it did work, it worked very limited, so I literally had to switch over. I mean, I didn't really switch over. I just was with a phone company. I think I was paying pay-as-you-go plan or whatnot. And, or I think I was on a phone plan with my mom. But I actually, did Verizon in my name, put that in my name, and did a contract with them to help build my credit and stuff like that. And, I mean, I've just been sticking with them ever since. And I haven't really had a problem because I started off with a 6. Didn't have a problem with my upgrade process. It really worked out it really benefited me because the reason why I upgraded is because I was out at a bonfire and I had some pants on and they had holes in it and I really didn't notice. So like I kept up with my phone the whole night. Towards the end of the night, a big fight had jumped out. Everybody was like going one way and stuff like that. So I ran too and went the opposite way and I ended up losing my phone in the process. So luckily I went to Verizon. I was eligible for an upgrade and, I was able to get my iPhone and that worked out. But I mean, I really just haven't had problems with them up until now. So it's just like, really don't know what to do at this point. Because it's like, I'm just so unsatisfied with them that I don't even want to pay another bill.
Yeah. So it sounds like up until now, everything's run smoothly. When you did have a problem, when you lost your phone, that process went pretty seamlessly. And was definitely not as frustrating as what you're experiencing now.
Yeah, it went very smoothly. I was able to, maybe I went to the wrong Verizon. Maybe I just went to the ones where, maybe I just need to try another Verizon, not the one by my house, because maybe their, representatives don't know what they're talking about clearly. And don't know, why is it showing that I have an X on my phone? Like, if you know that I didn't leave the store with the iPhone X, why didn't you reverse the process? Or if you don't know how, your manager was right there. So, or the man, I suppose is the manager. Assume that it's the manager. And he wasn't really helpful as well. So, maybe I just chose the wrong store.
Maybe just an overall, just a bad day, and I'm not trying to say that.
It was a bad day. It really was a bad day. To say
that what you're going through is not definitely frustrating and definitely agitating, but just unfortunately, you catch some people on the wrong day or at the wrong time, or just or in your case, just you have like one thing after another. And it's just this awful domino effect that has not gotten taken care of yet.
Right. And I still don't know. I mean, I guess it's taken care of. I mean, it's not really taken care of because I really don't know what to expect when I pick up the phone because every time I deal with them, it's something new. So, I mean, hopefully I won't have any problems. From now on with them. But it's just like waiting on my iPad. I'm not going to be able to. I had everything downloaded. So since somebody stole it and decided to break it, now it's going to be hard for me to, get the information that I need. Because, I mean, I have all my books on my phone. So even though I can access it on my phone, it is going to be harder for me to, read it and stuff like that. Because, I mean, my eyes are starting to get bad. And I really think I need to get glasses. But my eyes are starting to get really bad and stuff like that. And, like, the screen when I'm looking on my phone, it almost seems like it's sort of kind of like my eyes are just blurred. I don't know how to explain. I just never experienced that. So maybe, me looking at that small screen all the time is having a bad effect on my eyes and stuff like that.
I can definitely relate to that because I have glasses just for computer screens. It's that glare and it does agitate your eyes.
Yeah.
So I definitely can see where you're coming from on that end because that is an issue. It causes headaches for me.
Yeah, and I have been having frequent headaches as well. Like I'll just have like it wouldn't be migraine headaches, but like probably a couple times of the week I'll probably have like 3 or 4 headaches. And I'll just, come about and I'll take a BC and the BC knock it out instantly. But I'm thinking it's because, my eyes are having a hard time to adjust. But now I have to, wait for the iPad to come in and just deal with more problems. So it's just like it's just been a lot of problems. I just wish I don't have my laptop right now. Been having problems with that, trying to get it fixed and stuff like that. So this is like really my only option other than, going to the library. But sometimes I want to study after, But sometimes I want to study after.
You don't go to the library and.
Oh yeah. Okay. Sometimes I want to study after 6 o'clock, and I don't have a laptop, so it's just very difficult.
Sounds like so you've had just a whirlwind of emotions this past month, and mostly frustration with your phone and trying to get that fixed. And on top of that, you're waiting on trying to get your tablet back, your laptop's not working properly, waiting on your phone, just trying to get something so you can access your contacts, access your books for school and everything, and then you're worried about using the screen on your phone, the smaller screen, and it agitating your headaches, maybe straining your eyes. Did I miss anything?
No, you got it perfectly right. Everything.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.